everybody. It's almost Mother's Day, and I know everyone loves flowers for Mother's Day. So the people at Colombia, Land of Flowers, has sent me a beautiful bouquet of Gerber daisies, and I'm going to show you how to make a Gerber daisy topiary. It's very simple, and they have also challenged us to add our own personal touch to the topiary to kind of show what Mother's Day means to us, or why flowers are important to us for Mother's Day. But let's go through the basics first. So you want to kind of start with about 10 Gerber daisies. Might take more, it might take less, depending on the size of your flowers. And I've grouped mine together just in a little bunch, and kind of what your goal is to make sure in your ball that you don't have any big gaps. And take it and cut about 1 inch off the bottom, and I've already done that. And my mug from Colombia, Land of Flowers, it says Mother's Day 2009 on the back. It's very cute. It came already pre-packed with the floral foam, and I soaked that in water for about 30 minutes along with my little flower preservative. That's very important. And this is the fun part. Take my little rubber band. I'm going to turn my stack upside down. Put a rubber band on. This orange color is beautiful. I don't know if you can tell that from the video, but it really reminds me of the daylilies that we had at my mom's house. It's just a beautiful color. And now I've got a stalk that's very tight, very secure, and a nice little ball up here. This is the easy part. It's all easy. I'm going to take this and just stick it down into the foam, and believe it or not, it's just going to stand like that. I know, isn't that cool? They've provided us with some moss to cover the foam, and they gave us a yellow ribbon, and that is basically to cover the rubber band and to add a little color. I think everyone should have flowers for Mother's Day, and if you can do something that's fun and unique, this would make a great centerpiece. This would make a great gift for Grandma. And there, we've got your basic. How easy was that? Okay, so now that we've got our basic setup with our topiary, we're going to add our personal touches. And this can be, of course, whatever you want. For my family, we've done a lot of crafts, and over the years we've kind of accumulated huge boxes of leftovers, scraps from fabric, beads, ribbons, things from projects that we've done. And I thought, how fun to incorporate some of those things, and things that would maybe trigger a memory for the kids. You know, something, I remember that from my Halloween costume when you made that. I didn't make many Halloween costumes, but I made a few. Or maybe that was a ribbon that I wore in gymnastics when I, competed in cheerleading competitions. Or, I even thought you end up with so many of these types of medals that, how many of these things, you get them almost every basketball or soccer season. You could take the ribbon from that, and we'll do something with that and kind of incorporate it into the bouquet here. And the idea that my daughter came up with, she's 16, I've got 3 teenagers, and of course my son could care less about the craft thing, so I went to my 16-year-old daughter and got her to help me, and she came up with the idea for these little florets. And basically what we did with ribbon is kind of wrapped it around and took pipe cleaner and just made kind of a little bunch together like that. And when we break apart some of these in between some of the flowers, and I kind of stuff that in between, it just adds kind of a little pop to the bouquet. And I don't want to do too many. I'll just put a few in different places just to add some definition and some pop, a little accent. They can be different lengths, they can be different colors, they don't have to match. For my son, since it was kind of hard to find different things, this was part of a little costume that we had made for him. I want to say it was probably, I don't know, third, fourth grade. And I had some fabric left over and I made a little floret out of that. It's odd colors, kind of a red, but the red kind of goes with the orange, so we'll pop that in there. And actually, maybe see if, when it comes time for Mother's Day dinner, if he can actually remember it. And that's kind of fun too, when you get the family together, you can see, kind of ask them, do you guys remember this, or where did that come from? Or if you decide to give something like this as a gift to Grandma, the kids can go and point out, oh, this was this and this was this, and it kind of creates a conversation piece. I've got some beads here that, my girls were always breaking their necklaces or bracelets, and sometimes you put them back together, sometimes you just kind of keep the beads, or maybe you had some beads left over from a project, and that's kind of nice to add too. Or we can add some more ribbons down to the bottom. And so you see that we can kind of fill this whole thing out, and it ends up being almost a little memory bouquet as well. So this is just a nice idea, something that would mean something to my family, because everything on there would be a special memory from our life. So I hope you enjoy making your bouquet, and I hope you have a happy Mother's Day.